Hello, Gargamel Gold. This is Ujames1978 responding to your comments on my recent video, Religion and Sexuality. As always, and all the links are all listed down in the underbar. I ask everyone to please read the comments for themselves and to check out Gargamel Gold's channel. But basically though, my good friend asked the question, if looking down on, condemning and demonizing lust in inverted commas is so common throughout recorded history and across the entire world, then doesn't that mean that there simply must be a kernel of truth in such thinking? Of course, other people have already posted answers to this question with which I largely agree, but leaving aside the fact that whether something is right, wrong, good or bad is 100% independent of how many people believe or support it, as the title states, it is ultimately a question of demonization versus control. As I explained in my video Why Do Bigots Call Me a Paedophile, also linked down in the underbar, the irrational fear, hatred and demonization of sexuality is based upon the same subconscious drives as all forms of bigotry. The childish conceit that the bad, in inverted commas, is separate from the good, that it is an infection or an invader which can be easily removed or destroyed, leaving only the noble, the righteous and the pure. So in the end, censoring sex and violence, banning pornography, narcotics and prostitution, and nationalism, racism, xenophobia, Islamophobia and so forth all ultimately boil down to the same thing, except that racists, xenophobes, prohibitionists and others seek to purge the so-called corrupting influences in society, while those who censor sex, violence and what have you are attempting to purge the human mind. The problem, however, is that neurologically speaking, more areas of the human brain are devoted to sex than are devoted to eating. Over the course of millions of years, our urge to reproduce has evolved and developed, becoming intricately intertwined with our conscious, intelligent psyches, meaning that now sexuality has developed far beyond simple procreation and is a fundamental aspect of romance, love, art, creativity and imagination. Unless you are entirely asexual, it is a defining aspect of our psychology, and you cannot purge it from the human mind any more than you can purge the ability to instinctively tell the difference between a human being and a mannequin. More than that though, why would you want to? What purpose does it serve to even try to overcome our lust? The first and most obvious answer, of course, is social acceptability, but the only reason why society has declared that sexuality is immoral, remember, morality is nothing but mob rule, is that the majority dislike, fear, look down on and demonize sexuality. So the great circle of bigotry returns to the beginning, and the childish conceit that sex is somehow evil, bad, primitive, dirty and impure in and of itself. Sexuality holds us back and distracts us from achieving our true intellectual, spiritual and creative potential. No, frustrated sexuality holds us back, as well as doing untold psychological and emotional harm. And as I've already mentioned, human sexuality is the basis of love and of romance, meaning that it is also the basis of some of the greatest art ever created. But that's not filthy, disgusting animal lust. I don't have a problem with that. Well, you might not have a problem with it, but the very same scene from April Snow was included in my video Pornography or Art, which was flagged down on my old channel for, you guessed it, pornography. The more people try to censor sex, the more that they want to censor, because no matter how much they struggle to remove sex from the world around them, sexuality is in the mind. And this is the reason why many people in progressive, liberal, Western nations, in inverted commas, are still disgusted by something as simple as kissing in public. Projected self-hatred for the win. Next up, the basic radical feminist argument in favour of demonizing and purging sexuality is that male sexuality is the cause of rape, sexual assault, and the hatred and objectification of women. Of course, the short answer to this assertion is no it isn't, and go and fuck yourself, you ignorant, bigoted sack of dog shit. After all, rape is a crime of power. Sexual assault is a crime of power, the result of sexual frustration, or the result of emotional retardation, and the hatred and objectification of women is often the result of emotional retardation and self-hatred, which are usually based upon, go on, have a guess, the denial and condemnation of sexuality. Human sexuality is like a Rottweiler puppy. Raise it properly, let it play in wide open spaces under proper supervision, and it will grow into a well-behaved and loyal companion who will give you years of pleasure. But cage it, scorn it, deride it, and neglect it, and it will attack you and anyone else who comes within reach. For example, I'm open about my sexuality to the point of making emotionally retarded bigots like Amit Reload incredibly uncomfortable, because although I often use humour in order to be more socially acceptable, I don't deny my sexual desires, especially not to myself. As a matter of fact, I can look past simple sexual attraction precisely because I don't deny it. My sexual attraction to particular women is only part of our relationship, just as my sexuality is a part of who I am, while on the other hand, people who deny their sexuality, insisting that it is wrong, disgusting, and depraved, will never be able to escape the angry Rottweiler. It will become a millstone around their necks, corrupting and infecting every aspect of their lives, and ironically, the more that they try to destroy or remove it, the stronger it will become, because at the risk of repeating myself, sexuality is a part of us. It is a part of who we are, regardless of whether we accept it or not.